Hey, how you doing? It's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That's Toledo, Ohio, 43617, 419-531-6097. Instagram, JC's Comics and More, and www.jcscomicsandmore.com. Chuck just opened that box. Let's get to going. I talked in my previous video a little bit about how the sale went that I had, how great it was. And I forgot to sort of talk about something else I had over the weekend. I had a father bring his two young boys, probably 3 and 4, 3 and 5, something like that, in to get some comics. They went and saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and just really enjoyed that show, that movie. And I have to say that movie certainly has done more to bring people in, kids in, than any of the other Marvel movies put together. But the kids, they're getting comics, showing all kinds of kid-friendly comics, and they're just going to town. Yes. The father's just getting the books, and the one little boy, he's got, I don't know, maybe a stack like that, maybe more, and he's holding them to his chest, and he's all walking around all happy and everything, and looks at me and says, "I got a bunch of comics." I'm like, "You sure do, buddy." And he was just so happy. You could just see the joy in his face. And it's nice. It's nice seeing the joy on that, on the young readers. And there's been several other ones. To see that joy, that they're happy they have their comic books. So that makes me very happy to see that. It certainly made my day. But here we have Curse of Brimstone. Yeah, you want me to just get through these books. You don't want to hear about any stupid stories I have. So we'll try and get through these books here. I see another Marvel team-up, True Believers with Spider-Man and Ms. Marvel. See an Archie, see a Lady Death, see Black Panther. Here's another Red Sonja. This is the incentive cover, right? The 1 in 10. This 15th anniversary should be right underneath there. You know, Dynamite, hire me to help do your covers. I'll improve your covers. I'll make your covers look better. Issue number 2 of the Champions. Not sure why they're continuing with this. It sells very poorly. You can see how many copies I have. In a few months from now, I'm going to be ordering less copies. I had one customer of mine that I could always count on getting copies of Champions. He just disappeared off the face of the earth. Here's another G.I. Joe set aside for one of my 2 G.I. Joe collectors. This is probably cover A of Archie 1941. So we've got 2 of those. Maybe was Archie killed? Possible. Maybe Archie was gunned down. He was gunned down by some of the by the Jerrys. Here we have the Avengers, Marvel Action Avengers. This is number 2, which is very late. This is the incentive cover. Finally, it's out. I sold so many of those Marvel Action Avengers and Spider-Mans this week to kids like the ones I was just talking about. Here we have Tony Stark Iron Man number 8. This is one of the 80th anniversary covers. This is cover 8 of 9. I guess that's supposed to be the Red Hulk. He doesn't look real red. He looks kind of looks rust colored. And he should have done it better to make him actually look like the Hulk and be bigger. Because he looks kind of small. Girl in the Bay. This is from Dark Horse Burger Books. That should be right up there under the number 1. Burger Books should be right there. Dark Horse. Mike Richardson. Mike, you've been around a long time. I respect you, but come on, dude. Maybe you need to micromanage your people a little bit. A little bit of advice, guy, from one guy that's been in the business over 30 years to another guy that's been in the business over 30 years. Here we got the Young Guns, or no, this is the Gunhawks cover. Okay, I'm not sure what their problem here is. Okay, can anybody tell me what the problem with this book is? What's the name of this book? It's Black Panther, right? This is Black Panther, right? No, it is Gunhawks. Marvel. What the hell? What are you doing here? I'm going to put this under Black Gunhawks. People are thinking I'm stupid. Come on, Marvel. If you're going to see this on my Instagram. Now I'm going to be tagging you guys. I want to embarrass you guys. Hopefully you guys are embarrassed by this. Whoever approved this cover for Gunhawks, fire them. Fire them now. Clean out their stuff right now. Go right now and clean it out. Lock the doors. Change the locks so when they come in the morning, they can't get in. I did that to an employee that stole from me once. As soon as I found out he stole from me, I changed my locks. With a look on his face when he tried to get in, it's like, my key don't work. It's like, yeah, it doesn't work because you stole from me and I changed my locks. You're fired. Van Helsing cover C. Here we got Avengers 14. This is the regular cover. You got the chunky Cap there. Cap's looks like Cap's been eating the same diet I've been eating. He's getting chunky like me. Here we have Sonic the Hedgehog. This is cover A. So, be some happy people with that. I see we have the Freeze. This is issue 3 from Image. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my pull customers, just in case he cannot make it in time. Nice. This is cover B of Nice. We'll see if this sells. I took a chance on this independent. First issue didn't sell. We'll see if the second issue sells. Okay, I see more Uncanny X-Men's. I see Lady Deaths. I see Archies. And of course I see the True Believers. Here we have, this is probably, I think, either a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 50 variant. Here we have another Project Superpowers, cover B. So we have Deadpool, the Deadpool scroll cover. Right there you go. So we have the new issue of Walking Dead. New issue of Walking Dead. You guys are interested in this? Come get it. It looks like they're going after the princess. She must have made somebody angry. Okay. Got some more Walking Deads here. And then we also have Star Wars. This is Star Wars number 61, Greatest Moments variant. Anakin's Revenge. That's 2 of 36. I just took a look at that Walking Dead. You're not going to want to miss, you certainly don't want to miss that next issue. Don't want to miss that next issue. No siree. Got Archie 702. That is cover A. We got Vamp Blade. We got the Safe cover. So we got the Frank Cho cover D, as in double, for Red Sonja. Again, Dynamite. Move that up there. It's your 15th anniversary, people. Be proud of it. Don't hide it at the bottom. Put it right there where people can see it. See that this is Dynamite. This is your 15th anniversary. Be proud of your 15th anniversary, Dynamite. Don't hide. You guys are hiding from your 15th anniversary. I mean, you had this issue here. You got the 15th anniversary at the top there, but you got the logo at the bottom there. Come on. You guys, you do one good thing, and then you decide you got to do 2 bad things to make up for it. Come on. Cover A of Sword Daughter from Dark Horse. And here we've got the cover A's on Prodigy. All right, Miller, you want this? You want the black and white one, or you want the color one? I know you want the shark covers, Miller. You're watching this. I know you're watching this, man. Don't text me. My text, I can't get text right now. You got to call me and talk to me, brother. Here we've got the cover B of the G.I. Joe, the Serena Mirete. I probably butchered that. That's okay. We got Curse Words, issue number 20. This is the cover B. I think it's that koala bear from American Dad. And here we have the cover B of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Look at Tom Servo. He's going nuts. Is that Tom Servo? Or yeah, that's Tom Servo, right? And that's Joe Beakface. I know it's not, but you guys are going to lose your minds, aren't you? That's not Joe Beakface. Cover A of Project Superpowers with the Blue Beetle. And we got Van Helsing's issue D, cover D. We got Daredevil #1. And we got the regular covers. He lost his gloves. Matt Murdock, you lost your gloves, man. Go find your gloves. Issue 1, new #1. Why? Because 613 just won't sell enough copies. We need issue 1s. We've got more Daredevils. Don't worry, people. I have plenty of Daredevil 1s. I bought way too many so I can get variants. So I'm going to eat these copies. But issue 2 I'm going to cut way back on. Marvel got me again. They got me to order more copies. I was foolish. Cover B of Archie 702. And cover C of 702. So we got Batman. Can't wait to read this. This originally was called The Last Code Case. I wonder why they changed it. I didn't see anything why they changed it. Now it's The Price of Justice. So that's the cover A of that. And somehow Batman's able to hold up a statue that weighs tons. Well, it's because he's Batman, right? That's what you'd say. Well, he's Batman. Of course he can hold it up. He's Batman. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah. You're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm Batman. He can do anything because he's Batman. I'm Batman. Goddamn Batman. Flash. I think Flash, as fast as he is, he should have that kid too. Now, don't be looking behind you, Flash. Don't just grab those people and run. Don't be looking. With your tongue hanging out like that. Here's another Uncanny X-Men. This is a variant. These are probably 1 in 10 variants with Ron Lim cover. Maybe not. I'm going to have to check that out. Here we got a new Punisher reorder that we got in. Battlestar Galactica Twilight Command. Got to make sure a copy of that gets set aside. This is the Battlestar Galactica from the remake a few years back. Okay, there we go. True Believers with the John Byrne artwork. This is from Marvel Team Up, fighting the Super Skrull. It's too bad they don't have part 1 of this. This is part 2. They should have had part 1 in here also. But great John Byrne doing this stuff. I remember seeing this when it came out, and this was, I mean, this artwork was, this was it. Look at that. I mean, man. It's too bad. The vast majority of Marvel's artists these days can't even touch John Byrne. Not on their best day, his worst day, are they as good as John Byrne is. Here we have Marvel Action Avengers issue 2 fighting Fin Fang Foom. Be a bunch of kids happy this weekend. Here's the cover A of Nice. We've got the Adventures of the Super Sons, issue 7 of 12. We've got the Joker's son, Young Joker, or something like that. Jackie Joker Jr.'s. And here we have the regular cover to Star Wars Age of Republic, Anakin Skywalker. It's like if you know Anakin's there, you know Jar Jar's somewhere around there. That's why he's trying to run, because he knows Jar Jar wants to hit him up for extra donuts or something. Suicide Squad Black Files. Got that in, so I'm going to have some happy people tomorrow for those. We've got Conan. We've got Conan number 3. Scrolls variant. Those scrolls would not stand up against Conan. Conan put a whipping on them. Here we've got Lady Death, The Reckoning 25th Anniversary Edition, Premium Foil Edition. This is a $25 book. This book is not bent in the middle. As in the first video, as you see, this one has been bent in the middle. I can charge somebody $25 for this. I am not charging somebody $25 for a bent comic. Of course, Lady Death, Brian Pulido, Stephen Hughes from Chaos Comics. Brian is now not Chaos, but it is now Coffin Comics. Of course, the late Stephen Hughes did this cover and did the artwork on the inside. That's set aside for a customer. And we got LaGuardia, and somebody pointed out to me it's like the airport. Yep, I got that wrong. Again, logo should be at the top there. We've got more copies of the Battlestar Galactica Twilight Command. That's the cover B's. We had the cover A's before. Those are the cover A's. Cover B's. We got the great Joe Linsner doing Red Sonja. You don't want to cross his Red Sonja. You think she's going to give you a good time? She's going to give you a good time as she chops your head off. If that's your idea of a good time. Wonder Comics. Young Justice number 2. This is the cover B of Young Justice. That first issue wasn't awfully bad. So hopefully Bendis can keep up the good work. Here we have cover A of Die. Not buying very many of these because of their poor cover design. Cover B of Van Helsing. Here we have Old Man Quill. Issue 1. The great thing about this cover, as I'll point out in just a minute here, it has a great Jim Starlin cover on it. They reused some Jim Starlin artwork, I do believe, but the great Jim Starlin. That artwork right there, better, I guarantee, better than everything inside the book. Although the artwork doesn't look too bad, but Jim Starlin, much like John Byrne, most of Marvel's artists cannot touch them. And they've got issue 2. This issue was late, of Wolverine the Long Night. I think this was based on a podcast, I believe. So now they're making comics out of podcasts. Project Superpowers. This is cover F. So, and I believe that's the last issue. And here's the cover A of that G.I. Joe series. Again, set aside for G.I. Joe fans. A couple of my G.I. Joe pull and hold people. And I see we got the new issue of Killmonger. Issue number 4. Not many of those because unfortunately it's just not selling. So these days if books aren't selling, I cut back immediately. You've got to cut back the bleeding while you can. And here's Sword Daughter. I was all praising Dark Horse earlier for having Sword Daughter on top. If I would have, I'm going to have to check. If I would have known it would have the logo at the bottom, I'm going to have to start ordering 0 copies of those and order more of the covers with the logos. X-23 number 9. You've got Honey Bear and you've got Laura. I know her name's not Honey Bear. Honey Badger. I think that's insulting to honey badgers. They're ferocious creatures. They don't need to be compared. Here we've got Lady Death Apocalypse Abyss, the naughty edition. You know, have to cover up some naughty bits a little bit. You know, people get upset because it's stuff that they haven't seen before. You know, but that's a $40 book somebody's going to be very happy for. Issue 49 of Green Arrow, cover A, Kevin Nolan cover. Unfortunately, this is coming to an end with issue 50. We've got Deadpool, the Deadpool regular cover. We had the Deadpool scroll covers earlier. This is the Deadpool regular cover. So, again, the Deadpool scroll covers, Deadpool regular covers. Got the Aquaman Suicide Squad Sick Atlantis trade paperback. Self-Made number 3. Copy that gets set aside for one of my pool customers. I have this Superman book here. I'm not sure how this thing's going to sell. This thing is a $10 comic. It's a 100-page spectacular, but it's $10. Hopefully I'm not going to eat too many of these. But it's got Marv Wolfman's story. Hopefully other shops maybe in town didn't order as much, and I'll get their people. But a $10 book, that's a real big risk there. I'm sure I'm going to sell copies. Hopefully I'll come close to selling out or sell out. Best case scenario. Curse words. And again, we've got the cover A, Gunhawks. This is, look, it says Gunhawks. It doesn't say Black Panther. This is the regular cover of the Gunhawks. Again, this is not Black Panther. This is Gunhawks. This is I think a 1 in 25 variant on that issue of Avengers. Here's the regular cover to Young Justice with Wonder Girl on the front and Genie Hex and Teen Lantern and Amethyst. A nice kids book there to push to young teens. Lady Death, Apocalypse Abyss. This is the regular $4.99 cover. Again, Brian Pulido's Coffin Comics. And that's it for this box. We'll continue in the next box. Again, you like these videos, certainly subscribe. And when you do subscribe, certainly smash that bell for notifications. Thank you.